Down in South Carolina, where the stories rise, there's a queen with a mission and a fire in her eyes. 20 years and counting, serving wisdom on the shelves, helping voices find the courage to believe in themselves. She opens up the pages, lets the hidden stories shine. Black and brown author stepping boldly into time with a mic and a message. She's changing the scene, everybody knows her name, she's the literary queen. Scbookgal, keep shining your light, lifting up the authors, bringing stories to life. From the library shelves to the podcast stream, you're a voice for the vision, a keeper of dreams. Scbookgal, let the whole world see Patrice, Grimball, your legacy. Literary queen, standing strong and true. The world reads better because of you. Tuesday nights at 8 and the conversation flows. Book reviews, interviews, and wisdom that grows. Independent writers get a seat at the table. You remind every dreamer that their voice is able. From Charleston County to the worldwide air, you bring love to the pages with purpose and care. Aspiring authors know you're opening doors. With every book you touch, you make room for more. You review, you uplift, you inspire, you lead. You water every author like a powerful seed. For the unheard voices, you make room to speak. You give strength to the strong and hope to the weak. Scbookgal, keep shining your light, lifting up the authors, bringing stories to life. From the library shelves to the podcast stream, you're a voice for the vision, a keeper of dreams. Scbookgal, let the whole world see Patrice, Grimball, your legacy. Literary queen, standing strong and true. The world reads better because of you. Dear crew, got the network, but you bring the flame. Scbookgal, everybody knows your name. From Spotify to YouTube, Spreaker to the air, your literary love is traveling everywhere. Scbookgal, keep shining your light, lifting up the authors, bringing stories to life. From the library shelves to the podcast stream, you're a voice for the vision, a keeper of dreams. Scbookgal, let the whole world see Patrice, Grimball, your legacy. Literary queen, standing strong and true. The world reads better because of you. So here's to Patrice, the queen of the page, writing new history on every stage. Scbookgal, your crown is sealed, forever on sister, on literary queen. Scbookgal, Scbookgal, Scbookgal. The world reads better because of you.
I apologize, y'all. No, I don't apologize. Y'all, I am on a complete high. So, welcome to SC Book Gals and Friends. And if you have been here, you just heard my new intro. Oh my, y'all. So, this is my first time hearing it tonight. Okay. I heard it about maybe 4 or 5 minutes ago. And Lord, if you could only see the look and the tears coming out of my face. Thank you so much to my producer, my friend, my bestie, my mentor, Angela Thomas Smith. Y'all don't know, tonight my house is going to be rocking my intro. Man, you just don't. Y'all, I am just so excited. All the stuff that's popping in my head. And I am so excited to have another author. Okay. So let me reel it in. How are you guys? I know this week was kind of weird. All the things that's been going on. And big ups to South Carolina. We did it. You know, we got Miss Jermaine Johnson, who's going to be running for governor. Time to McMaster chalking up the deuces. So, but remember, next week we got a runoff, you guys. So some of the races did not have a clear winner. So next week, Tuesday, you might have to do a runoff. So go when the show's over or sometime this weekend, check your ballots. Make sure that it's complete. It's complete. You have nothing to worry about. But there are some races in South Carolina that still have to have a definite, defined winner. So go check your ballot, see if you got a vote. Okay. Other than that, it's today was a nice, cool day in South Carolina, wasn't scorching hot, thank God. Um, my day has been kind of quirky. I'm asking you guys to pray for my family. I got a cousin in the hospital who's fighting cancer, but because, like I said, I know you got this and God got you, and this ain't nothing but a little pebble in your walk in life. Okay, yo. Speaking of walking life, remember them crossroads? And I ain't talking about the one by on Thug and Harmon. We are not talking about that, okay, you guys? We are talking about a crossroad in life. So, what do we do when we're at that crossroad? Well, guess what? This lady here, she's gonna talk about it tonight. Welcome, author Felicia Barlett Tubbs, not Tibbs.
Good evening.
Oh,
Good
how
evening,
are you,
Patrice.
sweetheart?
I am good. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Now,
I have to
I
say it, and
know a little bit
I love
about
your
you.
intro. I love your intro song. Yes.
Y'all, she got to see me in rare fashion. I was crying. Y'all know I was crying. I was boo-hooing. I'm just, it just touched my heart. Y'all just don't know. But we talk about that video. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I will tell you, first and foremost, I am a woman of God. Love the Lord with all my heart and soul. I am a mother of three, um, two living, and the forever mom of my son Corey, who passed in 2023. I am a hands on grandma of 18, love those grandkids. I serve as an associate minister at my church, Shiloh Baptist Church Old Site. I am a mentor, I am a friend, a sister, an entrepreneur, author, and a trainer, coach. Um, and a wife. I forgot that. And a whole wife. I love to travel, love to meet new people, love to celebrate people. My sisters love to celebrate, you know, women, especially because we don't often get celebrated, but all people just love celebrating.
Whew. Okay, now see, you got a lot going on there. How do you find time for everything?
It's balance. Balance. I've learned to say no to those things that I'm really not supposed to be doing, and unapologetically say no. But to make sure that I'm able to do the things that I'm actually called to do, and to give balance to those things I love doing. So you have to have balance. You can't allow anything to take up residence too much so that you can't do all the things.
Learning that. Um, I'm thinking I'm coming into an era where as balance is starting to present itself because my youngest child is now 11 and she's going to middle school. So I do not have to be uh, the helicopter mom, as they may say. I can
Yes.
kind of step back and give her some responsibility. So I'm starting to see that balance in being able to do more things to crossroads.
Yes.
What does that word actually mean to you?
For me, it's mixed. Um, because when I think of crossroad, I think of some significant times in my life. I think of, and not all of them bad, but initially I think of those times in my life where I had to make a decision. I had to move. I had to shift. I had to do something. And so I think of all of the crossroad moments that I've had and some that I actually share in the book that were difficult moments. But one of the things that God showed me earlier on, that there is life after these crossroad moments, and not to get afraid when you find yourself in one of those situations. And so with that, I've learned to lean into them. You know, some people back away, some people get scared and they get stuck. And I think for me, I've always been fascinated with, why do some people go through the same things in life, right? Because some of us have some of the same experiences, but some people get stuck and some people are able to move on, and not only just move on, but thrive afterwards. And so just always looking at that and realizing that it's not the circumstances that we go through, but it's how we go through them, right? And for me, I've decided every crossroad moment, everything I go through, I want God to get the glory. So then it shows up. I show up differently, right? Because it's not looking at me, it's looking at the God in me.
I love I love the fact that you said it. And when I was reading this, some think you said crossroad moment speaks to readers navigating life changes, personal turning points, and seasons of decisions. Whether the crossroad appear through relationships, purpose, faith, career, loss, or renewal, the series affirms the meaning is often revealed not after the decision, but the moment of choosing. Nobody thinks about that moment. That was very mind blowing. And when I was talking about speaking to you tonight, I made sure to mention that because I was like, we always talk about the before, we always talk about the after, but how we ever talk about that moment when we decide what we're going to do? Tell us about that moment. Like, how important is that moment?
That moment, and it just reminds me too of when we talk about, and I'm gonna focus because it's not only just people of faith, but I have to speak from it from those lenses because that's where I'm coming from. But we talk about faith as the substance of things hoped for, with the evidence unseen, right? And so it's in that moment when chaos has taken place, maybe all hell has broken loose around us. We're burdened, hearts broken. And it's in that very moment that we can't see beyond this thing, right? We can't see beyond what is happening right now. But it's in that moment that that faith has to kick in, where we say, it's going to be okay. I can do this. God got me. I'm coming through this. There is life after this. And for me, it's in that moment that we got to push beyond. Yes, we know that after this, it's a process. Things do get better. But it's in that moment that we decide to move, that we decide to take action. And that's very pivotal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that decision, that one moment. And I know we all say that moment can can change your whole life, your whole life and everything. But I really don't think we even take chance to think about that moment. What inspired you to write Crossroads Moments? What inspired you to bring this book to life?
This has been a baby. We talked about books being our babies. I carried this baby for some years. You hear me? And God shifted it different ways. But I think for me, it was just a way to show other people, because in my life, I've been through a lot of things. And some of us, we've all been through things, right? And some instances, it's been many things and some traumatic things back to back to back to back, right? Sometimes I felt like, okay, I got through this crossroad moment. I weathered this storm. I'm a survivor. I did it. And then something else came and took my breath away, right? And so this is just a testament to others that you can come out of different things that we find ourselves in. And just to help other people recognize my sisters and I, it's an anthology. And so these amazing women, my sisters, my biological sisters, as well as my best friends, these women are phenomenal. But we share the stories, some of our stories that things that we've been through in life that could have taken us away. The title of my particular book in the anthology is I Could Have Given Up Then, right? Because it's some things. And in the book, I just hit on a few things because it's an anthology. But the book, my book, it says some of those things that I encountered as a woman, a young woman. And I just want to encourage other people that life is hard. You know, we talk about how life be life, and it's hard, but you can get through it. And so, not wanting to see anybody give up, not wanting to see another sister call it quits. In our community, we had some suicide, and not wanting to see another person, young or old, get so overwhelmed by things that they're encountering that they give up. There is a way to get through these crossroad moments, whatever they are. So that was my inspiration. And then as a legacy to my children and my grandchildren, to remember that no matter what will come at you, because things will, we live long enough, things will happen. Stuff is going to happen. People will be people, life will life, things will happen. But you can come out of this and not just come through. You know, my desire is that people see me thriving after this, right? Um, I went through cancer, and, you know, it was one of the biggest fights of my life. I had stage 3 breast cancer, and it was one of the biggest fights of my life. But I fought through it by the grace of God with my family, wonderful friends. And not only was I determined, when God said, yes, the cancer diagnosis is real, what the doctor said is real, but you will get through this. Once I heard that in my spirit, then the fight was on because I was like, let's go. Okay, let's go. Because there is an after this. So no matter what I look like at the end when they ring the bell, I'm getting through. And so I've been determined to thrive. And thriving looks different for everybody. But for me, thriving is still being able to be thankful, to be grateful, to show others that they can, to encourage other people, to make space for other people, to celebrate other people, and regardless of what I go through, not to give up my joy.
You done say a whole lot of nuggets and truth and all good little. You just said so much, and it makes so much sense because when we're going through things, and even when we make that decision, there's so much going on that we sometimes don't look ahead. Like that road is it's clearing up. Like when you're in the middle of the storm, you don't know when the sun's gonna come out. You just know there's lightning, thundering, and things are all over the place. And I think I don't. I must say personally, I know that I forget that the storm can't last all the time.
Mm,
All rain clouds have to rain themselves out. They're going to dry out. They're going to go away. And sometimes when you're in the midst of it, you don't think past that defining moment.
yes, that's true.
It's that defining moment is where a lot of people lose sight. Whew, Patrice, girl, let me you think for a
It's
second.
a decision, Patrice. Like we have to decide, right? Um,
Right.
and I don't think I'm a superwoman. And before I go any further, I have got to say hello to one of my sisters, Pamela Johnson, Nance Johnson. She is on the line. She is an amazing supporter, sister, friend. Just wanted to say hello to her. She encouraged me to get on here. Yes, she is definitely an encourager. Yes. But we have to decide, like in preparation, we have to make a decision, how we going to live this thing called life, right? And just making that decision and for me, the decision is this, that God will get the glory, right? And so no matter what it is, that makes me have to line myself up and stay in position so that God gets the glory out of it, no matter what it is. And it's been some rough, tough things, Some in the book I share about the loss of my son, and that one took me. Um, so when you talk about I could have given up then, I literally could have given up then. But the one thing I said when I got that knock on the door and those two policemen stood there telling me that my baby was gone, immediately I was like, God, you got to get the glory out of this. You got to get the glory out of this, right? You got to get the glory out of me. His death cannot be in vain. And so with that, I had to line up with what I said, right? So I had to begin to line up with what I asked for. God, get the glory, meaning show me and show other people what you want us to see in this moment. And that's just what I do. I'm just decided that be it a good time, a happy time, a sad time, God will get the glory, right? When I'm acting silly, God, show me get your glory out of this, right? When I'm sad, God, get your glory out of this, right? Show other people that even in the midst of us breaking and lifing on us, that we still got joy because we got hope and we got peace, and we got that peace that surpasses all understanding, and that comes from God. And so as long as I have God with me, I am determined that God will get the glory, and no matter what it is, people will see hope in it. You got to see hope in all things. And so some people ask me that, Felicia, how did you see hope in losing your son? Well, God blessed me with him for 32 years. I had 32 wonderful years of memories of my son. He was an amazing young man. He has 5 children, so I have those memories, right? And in the midst of all of that, God changed some lives around as a result of that. And so, yes, God got the glory. And yes, I still smile. Do I cry? I still cry. Do I miss him? I still miss him. But God gets the glory out of it. I didn't go to jail during that time, right? Because I could have. The circumstances of my son's death, I could be sitting in jail right now. But God kept me, and so that's the hope in it. That's the joy in it. Seeing God's hand move even in the most difficult of situations. Being able to identify God in that moment. And so that's what I've decided in crossroad moments, looking for God in all these things.
And that's crazy because a lot of people lose that hope in God. When we are up against the wall, we sometimes lose that hope. And I will say I have done that. And he has wheeled me in, be like, cool. I know me and God, we have conversations like we just two different people. I know God be like, listen here. Like, I ain't Jesus, I don't mean to call it this one, call it a dummy. And I been there for you before. I'm like, yeah, God, but you know this one the kind did I foresee haven't I always been there?
Hmm.
Yeah, God, you've been there. So now sit down, mind your business, and let me do my thing. Because God has to show you He is God. He's going to get you to
That's
a
right.
point of impossible for you to see that He is the one that made it possible.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I think for me too, even looking at that, all the things that I've went through in life, and not that it's just about me, just looking at people and seeing things other people have went through and seeing how God has showed up, over my life, watching my parents. and seeing how God showed up in the most difficult times. It's made me one of those crazy type of Christians, right? Where I just believe, call it crazy, I just believe God can do all things, right? I just believe that when we stand with God and we ask, you know, that we have the ability to do things that we couldn't do on just our own. And so it's made me one of those people that's like, let's do it. Let's try it. You know, oh, we can do that. Oh, you can do that. Because I've seen God move in such amazing ways that I'm just like, well, if he did that, God, if you did that, surely you could do this, right? God, if you kept me through that, then I know you're going to keep me through this, right? And it's just that building on to our faith walk. So it has made me, and some of my friends know that when I come up with things, I'm always the one that be like, let's do this. And they look at me like, Felicia. And I'm like, no, really, let's do this. And then they all line up like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. But it's just that I've seen God move in such an amazing way. I've seen him open up doors that were closed, you know. I've seen him allow me in spaces that I never imagined possible. And so for that, I continue to give him glory. I continue to just want to, you know, it's us telling our stories, right? But it's us magnifying the Lord. So it's an extension of ministry for us because it's not that Felicia kept Felicia, right? It's God kept me. And so it's just an extension of ministry for me to share these stories and to proclaim that I know that God is a keeper. And if there's anybody out there who is at one of these crossroad moments that we discuss, knowing that there's a way out, there's an after this. Hold on, don't give up, don't quit, just stand. And even if you just got to stand there for a moment, because it's been times at that crossroad, I couldn't do anything, right? All I could do is stand for a minute and catch my breath and stand. And I think that's what God wants. He wants us to know that I can't move in this moment, God, but you can. I can't, I'm tired. I can't do anything. I'm confused. I'm hurting. I don't know which step to make, but God, you do. And so it's us taking, for me as a woman, taking that pressure off of me that we as women have all the time. We have pressures, you know, to keep the family together, to you work, to do all the things. But me taking the pressure off of me and just being like, okay, God, we're at that moment. Do what you're gonna do. I'm gonna stand here and wait for direction. You do what you're gonna do to lead me, guide me, right? But really just to encourage people. So
I am very glad that you did that. You said those words because guess what? We're going to go into those fun questions I was talking about.
okay, let's go.
All right. So, God like to come in. He like to show out. God. So he said, we love this book. We feel that this book needs to be brought to life.
Mm.
Who would you want to play yourself in this book? But, they have to be a gospel singer.
Yolanda
Mm-hmm.
Adams. Yolanda Adams.
Yolanda, I ain't hear nobody say Yolanda
Yolanda.
Adams in a minute.
Yolanda Adams.
Why
Yes.
Yolanda Adams?
Because she would be a, you see how she sing, right? And how she blow. And so it would have to be somebody that come across like that, right? Because sometimes people tell me I come across like, woo, this whole whirlwind, right? Yolanda Adams, she would be the one. She would hit those notes because I can't sing, but just her presence. I feel like if she could portray it the way she sing it, it would be done good. Yeah.
All right, so in Crossroad Moments, Volume 1, we have Mrs. Tubbs being played by Yolanda Adams. All right, Yolanda Adams. Guess what? This is great. All right, but Every good movie or podcast, we say, needs a theme song. And y'all heard mine earlier. What would be your theme song? But we're gonna take it back in the day. We need a good choir. The old Baptist choir with the sopranos, the altos, the tenors. You know, it's like some John P. Keys, Hezekiah Walk. Oh Lord, got me excited. What song would it be? And why did you choose that song to be the theme song for Crossroads
Okay.
Moments, Volume 1?
Okay. I don't know the choir that sings with him, but
Okay.
I know Pam does. She's on here, so she gonna come up with one. But I told the storm to move.
I
Like,
told the storm.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
That's what I think of. Because at that
oh,
crossroad moments, right? I'm not standing here. We love, move, get out the way. So that would be it. And the choir that I think, if I had to combine the song with the choir, Mississippi Mass Choir.
I think that might be Mississippi.
So I'm
But
not
I
for sure.
know
Wait.
my grandma used to play that song.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know about y'all, but I would love for that era to come back in.
Mm.
I
Yes.
want, oh my God. I used
Yeah.
to love to go to church just to hear the choirs back in the day and
Yeah.
in the rooms. I don't know why. It was just, it was like, I can't even explain it. I just love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Okay. I Told the Storm is the theme song. We got Yolanda Adams playing Mrs. Tubbs. But guess what? We need a co producer. We need a co producer. What male gospel artist would you want to be the co producer? And why did you choose them?
Okay.
Mm.
Let me see. You got me on
And
this one.
it could be anyone.
Um, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this. This is gonna sound weird, right? Um, does it have to be a famous one or
No,
somebody? Okay.
it could be anybody who you choose.
Okay. I would choose this is okay. Ty Tribbett. Right? And I'm gonna say that because Ty Tribbett has a lot of energy, right? He came across years ago. He was really popular. I'm dating myself now, right? But really popular. But he came across with that energy, right? He had that energy to make people get up and move you know, and so I would want Ty to co-produce this with me, right? Because we wouldn't want this book to just be one that somebody put on the shelf, right? I want it to come alive. I want the people to feel the energy of the book and the stories of my sisters and I as we shared those moments. So it would have to be somebody that bring a whole lot of energy to it. So Ty Tribbett. Y'all remember Ty Tribbett? He will bounce across that stage. Yes.
Listen, you on top of somebody who loves some try trivia?
Ty
My
Tribbett.
daughter. That
Really?
11-year-old loves him. There were
Okay.
sometimes in the morning during the school year, she would just want to watch his videos while she get dressed for school.
I love
She
it.
would. That's another. Yeah, he is nothing but a ball of
And
energy. We missed him when he came down here for Charleston, but there
mm-hmm.
was a friend of mine who went. She said he had energy from the minute he walked on that stage
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
minute he walked off. I said, I know he sleep good at night.
Yeah. He
Does
bring the energy. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
Because
we
that's what
come
you
to
want. You want it to come alive, right? You want it to I don't want our stories and I got to do a shout out to my sisters. So I'm gonna do this. My
go ahead.
sister Deborah Daniels, Mary Edwards, Chandler, Vanessa Nettles, Wanda Greer, Jessica Anderson, and my very own biological sister, Ava Jackson Stewart. All of these women, for one, they had to trust me with the process and trust God. And in the midst of this, they were sharing some intimate pieces of their lives. And so, with that, we don't want this book to just be put on your shelf, right? We want it to have energy. We want people to open it and see themselves and know that they can get through it. And so with that, it has to be energy. That's why I said Ty Tribbett, because we want it to move, right? When you finish reading the book, you see somebody going through, give them the book. Let them have it, keep it moving. That's that energy.
See, you just answered my last question. And my
Oh.
question was going to be, what would you want your readers to take away? But if you want to do it again and say it differently, you
Hmm.
might guess.
I just want readers who read Crossroad Moments to one, first and foremost, when we're going through certain things in life, we think it's only us, right? And sometimes that could isolate us, right? And make us feel it's only me, people won't understand, or, and you hold it in. But we wanted people to look at it and say, other people go through things in life and you can come out of this, right? You can come out and not look like what you've been through, right? I don't look like I've been through a fire and been burnt, right? But I have. And so that's what we want people to know with this, uh I'm going to say piece of ministry, because this is a piece of ministry for us. That you, for one, you don't have to look like what you've been through and what you're going through. There is an after this, and you can thrive after these crossroad moments. And that's what we would want people to get out of this. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. But now we got to tell them how we can get the book. So tell us how we can get the book, how we can follow you on social media. Just give us the rundown.
Well, you can get the book. You can purchase the book from Amazon. It is on Amazon. You can come to any of our sites. We have a Crossroad Moment sites where you can see some of the movement of what we do. But looking at the book, all the authors that I named, they all have separate, social media. So it's not just me, but it is 8 of us. And we are hitting the area. We have our sister here, Pamela. I think we're going to have to give her an official title, because she is definitely keeping us moving and letting people know about us. And so just go to my site, Felicia Barrett, Facebook. You'll see some of the things we do. We're trying to list those things where we're going to be at. If you ever want us to come and talk, reach out to me. We would be more than happy to come talk, teach, preach, encourage. The only thing I won't do is sing. But reach out, and we would be wanting to collaborate with anybody. And this, if you notice, it's at volume 1. There is more to come. I'm already working on volume 2 and 3. Volume 2 is a men's story. And these brothers that are on this book that are working now, I've seen the drafts. It's a story, and men need to hear that they find themselves at crossroad moments too. And the third volume is Crossroad Moments Through Our Eyes Only, and it is through the story of youth, young people. And some of my own grandchildren will share some of those moments where they found themselves at a crossroad that they had to move and allow God to do something, or do something different. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited that God has chosen me for this season to write, to talk about it, and just to continue to encourage people.
This is awesome. So, you guys, you know what you need to do. Write it down, grab your copy, grab your homegirl a copy. And how about y'all just do a little girls' night? pajama night with some wings and some mocktails. Y'all know how we do the church punch. You know, the sherbet and the lime, the Sprite mixed together.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
love
know,
that.
go ahead
Yes.
and get together. A nice little girl powwow, a little devotional time. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get back and supporting each other, sisters. We
Yes. Yes.
do. I'm not saying that we don't do it, but lately, the girl power thing, the coming together as friends and just being with
Yes.
each other, I've seen a lot of that and I'm loving it.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Miss
And
Tubbs,
if you
what's that?
think about it, if you read the book and you're done, I know you're going to see somebody that you meet that may need this book. Take it to a shelter, take it to a hospital, because we wanted to reach people who really may need some encouragement. Take it to the jail. I'm trying to get it in our jail so that they could see it, because we want people to know that are going through that you can come out of this. So look in unusual places to bless people with this book.
Blessing boxes, people. Remember the little blessing boxes that are in front of schools and churches and
Yes.
stuff like that?
Yes.
Go
Yes.
ahead. I know the library where I work, we don't call it blessing box. We call it the book box,
The
and
book.
it's right where all the bus terminals is. They're always having to refill it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
you would be shocked somebody is going to pick up a book and start reading
Mm-hmm.
it. And then a book like this that is encouraging, especially in the days and the age that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Orange man in the seat.
Yes.
This book.
Yeah. We need
We
encouragement. Definitely. And
need
it's an
to
easy read. It's an easy read. You know, you could pick, it's really an easy read. I sat and read it and I was like, I read straight through. It's an easy read and it's so encouraging. If you know anybody, if somebody's sitting here or you know someone and you're like, this would be good for them, but they don't have it, please reach out to me and I will make sure to put this book because we want it to go in the hands of people who need it. So if it's any ministry, any individual that any of you listening to that be like, oh, such and such, but let me know. I'll make sure that they get it. Hmm.
Well, you guys know that I always have the information available. If you're looking at the bottom of the screen, you'll find all her information. She's very easy to find on Facebook. I clicked and I'm there and I'm following, and I think we're friends now because I had to I maxed out. Facebook, can I have some more friends, please? Just me. I don't worry about nobody else. Just me. But thank you for being with us tonight. This
Thank
is a
you.
book that I won't say coffee table book because sometimes coffee table books are there for decoration. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
this is the bedside book. All
Mm,
books on the bedside read because we don't have nothing on our bedside that we
love
don't
that.
touch at least twice a day. So go ahead and get your bedside book. This will make a great um, book for someone who's going back to school. This would be a
Mm,
great book for someone who's becoming a mom. This would be a great book for that. Well, she said she got a teenagers one, so we'll hold off on the teenagers. But just a great little hey, was thinking about you gift, okay?
yes.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Tug, for being with
Thank you,
us tonight.
Patrice. Thank you for this
So you got
opportunity to be with
oh,
you. Thank you. Love your energy. Love your intro song. I can't wait to tell everybody to tune in to all of your sites. Thank you for the work that you're doing. It is power. And so thank you for this opportunity.
see you said the intro song and now it's back in my head again. Y'all just don't know how excited. I mean, if y'all could really saw the look on my face, like, oh my God, I think my producer, she
But
okay.
they can because I took videos and picture. I'll send to you.
Please, look at she about to play it again. We can't play it yet. I gotta do my outro. Oh, not yet, not yet. It's in the background. Oh my God. But thank you, Miss Todd, for being with us tonight.
Thank
So you
you.
guys, what? You know that we're still doing our summer reading challenge, right? So I know you're like, Treese, what's the word? What's the word? The word for this week is crossroads. We all come to crossroads in life. We're gonna go ahead and make it do what it do. And we're gonna come out. How they say come out as pure gold? That's what we're gonna do. So let me tell you about some of the promotions that we have going on. Starring Office Magazines and Bookgal and Friend, we got some things for you authors. Listen, promotion, promotion. Times Square? Yes. The brothers are taking over Times Square also. We have a men's edition for Times Square. But ladies, we're not going to leave you out. Here's your chance to get your book on Times Square billboard. For $50, your book will appear 24 times. Every 6th of the hour, your book is going to show on Times Square. You can share it with your friends. This is a great way to publicize your book. Your book is going to be seen across the world. Remember, Times Square, books to read by Aspiring Authors Magazine. Next promo we have, y'all. I know y'all heard me do it right. I'll rep your state. Every year, Bookgal and Friends and Aspiring Authors Magazine, we do this promotion. For the year 2026, you can represent your state. What does it mean to represent your state? That means your book will be the book for whatever state that you decide. But there's some qualifications that you may need for your state, okay? So here's the thing that qualifies you to represent the state. 3 things. You either have to live there, born there, or the setting of your book is there. Now we even gonna make it better because we adding the 5 territories, you guys, okay? Now, there are gonna be some states left over because I don't remember how many African American books or books in general that are based in Alaska. So there will be some states that are up the grabs. But if you want more information on this promotion, contact me, Bookgal and Friends, and we'll give you more because it's just not that. You're going to get a 1-page feature in Aspiring Authors Magazine, a blog feature with Bookgal and Friends, and then we're going to talk about your book in a pre-recorded interview with Bookgal and Friends. So get in contact with me for the Represent Your State. And you guys, I have one more promotion that is going on. And this one, y'all better grab a hold quickly, okay? Summer. I know there's a lot of people reading. My book talk is going bananas with different books. So I decided to do something that's called July Inspiration. What in the world is that? I am going to spotlight 30 authors. 30 authors, you guys, in the month of July. This promotion is free. All you have to do is find a link, which is on my Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, all my pages. Find a link, choose a date. If the date is taken, I will hit you back and say, hey, date's taken. Grab another one. But I will continue this promotion until it is finished or to the end of June. Okay? For that, you're going to get a 5-question interview, a 1-minute blurb, and then we are going to give you like a little banner so you can have on your social media sites. Okay? I thank you guys for being here tonight. I thank Ms. Tubbs for being with us tonight, talking about those crossroad times that we make, those decisions that lead us to where we are. Okay? You guys remember, next week, Tuesday, I have another show. Join me when I'll be talking to Author Payne about being a cowgirl. What? Come on now. Remember, you guys, there's no such thing as an old book because not everybody's read every book. I'll catch you guys next week, Tuesday. Bye.
Down in South Carolina, where the stories rise, there's a queen with a mission and a fire in her eyes.